The 2024 United States presidential election will be the 60th quadrennial presidential election, set to be held on Tuesday, November 5, 2024. Voters in each state and the District of Columbia will choose electors to the Electoral College, who will then elect a president and vice president for a term of 4 years. The incumbent president, Joe Biden, a member of the Democratic Party, initially ran for re-election and became the party's presumptive nominee, facing little opposition. However, Biden's performance in the June 2024 presidential debate intensified concerns about his age and health and led to calls within his party for him to leave the race. Although initially adamant that he would remain in the race, Biden ultimately withdrew on July 21st and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, who became the party's nominee on August 5th. Harris selected Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, as her running mate. Biden's withdrawal makes him the first eligible incumbent president since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1968 not to run for re-election, and the first to withdraw after securing enough delegates to win the nomination. Harris is the first nominee who did not participate in the primaries since Vice President Hubert Humphrey, also in 1968. Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump, a member of the Republican Party, is running for re-election for a second non-consecutive term after losing to Biden in 2020. Although more than a dozen candidates sought the nomination, only Trump and 4 others made it to the primaries. Other than Trump, only former U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, managed to gather any significant support during the Republican primaries. Trump was nominated during the 2024 Republican National Convention, along with his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. Trump's campaign has been criticized by legal experts, historians, and political scientists for invoking violent rhetoric and authoritarian statements. Trump has made large numbers of false and misleading statements, promoted conspiracy theories, and has continued to repeat false claims that the 2020 election was rigged and stolen from him, which prompted the January 6th Capitol attack. The Republican Party has made efforts to disrupt the 2024 presidential election as part of a larger election denial movement. In 2023 and 2024, Trump was found liable and guilty in civil and criminal proceedings, respectively, for sexual abuse, defamation, financial fraud, and falsifying business records, becoming the first former president to be convicted of a crime. Trump survived an attempted assassination on July 13th. The presidential election will take place at the same time as elections for the U.S. Senate, House, gubernatorial, and state legislatures. Key swing states for the presidential election include Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Leading campaign issues are abortion, border security and immigration, climate change, democracy, the economy, education, foreign policy, healthcare, and LGBT rights. The winners are scheduled to be inaugurated on January 20th, 2025, as the 47th President and 50th Vice President of the United States.